Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So tis the season where a bitch empties house. Like, I need to clean out. So January, February, March, like this is kind of the time of year where I don't know what the fuck to melt. Like I'm a seasonal melter through and through by far, and every month there's always like something for me to melt. I'm very OCD and anal about what I melt when. If you guys have seen my wax collection, you know I'm usually like 3 months ahead of myself with my melting baskets. I have everything like categorized like month by month. That's how I roll. So January is one of those months where it's like, I don't know, like what the fuck do I melt? What do I do? Because like October is like pumpkin, smoky scents, fireside, marshmallow fireside, cider lane, apple. Like there's always something. November is like foodie scents, cranberry, pumpkin, like everything Thanksgiving-y. And then December is like mint, pine, blah, 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 whatever I do for Christmas. And then January, it's kind of like, what do I do? Because it's still winter and it's like, I'm like, okay, well, I'll do some minty scents. I can carry over some pine. And January is that time of year where it's like, what do I do? Do I just like carry over from Christmas? Like what are the winter melts I want to do? So it's kind of like a crapshoot. And because it's a new year, it's a fresh start. This year I decided I'm just going to take inventory and I want to get through shit. And I got through shit, let me tell you. This is going to be a 3-part empties. This one I have some cups, I have clamshells, and I have like these cups. And then part 2, I have just like polypropylene bags. I can show you, I have all of these. And then part 3 is loaves and bakery bags. I melted a shit ton of wax this month. And the way I got through so much was really taking advantage, like every time I was home. I'm home all day on Monday. Monday is like the day I do not leave my house. Monday is usually when I film all these videos. It's my only day off, and I'll typically change out wax 3 times on Monday because I'm home all day, and that's what I do. And then like, you know, some days I work the afternoon, some days I work the morning, some days I'm in and out of the house the whole time. So what I started doing was, even if I was only home for 2 hours, I would put my melters on and like throw something in. Maybe it was something I knew I wasn't gonna love, or I didn't want to smell for too long. And then same where if something just wasn't working for me, I would pour it out and I would put something new in. I've been putting on every warmer in my house. Every room's been having scent. Like I really wanted to clear shit out. So when I get into like spring months, I like don't feel overwhelmed and everything has a place and there's a time to melt everything. And I'm not someone, I don't like wasting wax. I don't like keeping stuff for longer than a year. So I did go through a lot of my older stuff and I wanted to finish it up and I wanted to be able to enjoy it. So I kind of just wrote off having a theme for January. I wanted to melt what I wanted to melt, when I wanted to melt it, and just enjoy what I wanted to enjoy. And that's what I did. And typically when I clean house like this, you'll see like a kind of miserable empties because I'm like, man, I don't really like anything. Like I just melted this to melt it. But I really wanted to make sure I was enjoying what I melted, and I had a very pleasing month of melting wax, I will say. I really did. I enjoyed a lot of it. There was a lot of good smells and there's a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. So let's start with these cups since they're right over here. So I finally finished a Barbershop Reconcile. This was really sad to finish, but I didn't want to hold on to it. This is one of my top favorite scents. It's definitely in my top 3. It kind of goes back and forth being number 1. It is just so fresh and so clean and so beautiful. It's from Poor Girls. And the reason I was hoarding it is because she doesn't open much. There's no consistency with Poor Girls. She kind of just opens when she opens. Sometimes it can be like 4 months in between. Like, I don't know if it's 4 exactly. I don't keep track. But it feels like forever in between her restocks. And you just kind of got to watch her on Instagram. And when she opens, she opens. Like, there's really not much information. She doesn't really post much. She's not very active in her Facebook group. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. And then, like, you see a restock and it's like, bam. So that's why I was hoarding this, because I got this obviously last year, January of last year, and she has not poured it since. And I don't know when the hell it's coming back. So yeah, I was like, I might as well enjoy it because I've had some older Poor Girl stuff that does not last past a year for me. So I didn't want to hoard it and like not be able to enjoy it and melt it and then have no scent. I wanted to be able to enjoy it. And then the other thing that pushed me to melt this was I got another scent from her that had her Reconcile, which is her olive branch dupe. And I think she does olive branch hands down the best. So I got another one that had olive branch in it and I was satisfied. I had that as a backup to melt. So I'm like, I might as well just finish this guy. And I really did. I enjoyed every second of it. It wasn't as strong as it used to be because it was getting older, but it was strong enough to smell and I did enjoy it. And of course I would repurchase it. I finished Tropical Love Spell by Southbound, and this one I just adore. And again, it was getting old. I just wanted to use it up while I could still enjoy it. I have a full bakery bag of this left. I will totally repurchase it because I feel like I need even more than just the bakery bag because I love the scent so much. It's Volcano, like the Capri Blue candle, and Love Spell. I mean, what's not to love? They go together phenomenally, and Southbound has one of my favorite love spells, if not like my #1 favorite love spell dupe. Southbound just does it right. This is so, so good. And I would repurchase it again in a bakery bag. And this throws like a 10 out of 10. I mean, it is stupid strong. So awesome. Let's get into the clamshells. So I finished salted pistachio sorbet from Better Homes and Gardens. I bought this at Walmart, $2. I enjoyed this. It's not my favorite pistachio. This is like that bakery pistachio, which I like. I mean, I like the ones that smell like amaretto. I enjoyed this because I love pistachio. It's a scent I can melt all year round. I wouldn't repurchase this one though, and it's simply because I think vendors do a far superior pistachio, whether it's the cherry one or this bakery amaretto one. I enjoy pistachio way better from vendors. So I feel like why bother getting it at Walmart when I can support small businesses that do it 10 times better. Get Out of the Water, which is strawberry jam and Jaws. I wasn't crazy about this. It kind of just smelled like Jaws to me. I really didn't get the strawberry jam much at all. And it wasn't as strong as Jaws. So yeah, and this is old. Well, not that old. This is only like a year old, but it wasn't that strong back when I melted it earlier, when I was melting this like last year and over the summer. It's Jaws. I don't know. I'm not loving the Jaws spin-offs. I kind of just love Jaws as it is. So same is to be said about Ellen. This was strong. I just didn't get any of the pink sugar. I just got Jaws. Like, I just feel like why buy this? I'll just stock up on Jaws. I love Jaws. Speaking of, and this is amazing. And this one, same thing, January. I love it. Ooh. I love Jaws so, so much. It's really one of my top favorite scents. I adored it. I enjoyed every second of it. Strong, great throw. Like I said, I don't really need the spin-offs. I'm fine with just this baby. Jaws as it is perfection. I finished Mystique, which is pink sugar and shaving cream. This was good, but I didn't get any pink sugar. This might as well have just been shaving cream. Like this just smelled like squeezing out Gillette and putting like the Gillette foam right into my warmer. This was old. It was from October and it threw great. It threw like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It wasn't like crazy, crazy strong, but I didn't love this. Like this literally just smelled like a can of Gillette. I like shaving cream scents, but it really has to be blended. I don't love just like shaving cream on its own. Like it just smells like Gillette and I'm just like, meh, whatever. Orange is the New Black. I adore this one. And for some reason, I love this scent in January, and I think it's because last year when we first moved from the pool house to the main house, which was I think in like March, but it was really cold and snowy, and I just had this going to like scent my house, and it did so strong, and I loved it. It's orange juice, burnt marshmallows, and pomegranate, and it's kind of like a deep creamsicle scent, and for whatever reason, it always mushes up this clamshell. Just this particular scent, because the last one I had did this too. And it starts doing this like immediately, like 1 to 2 months in. And like there's a certain oil in here that just eats this plastic. But it didn't seem to affect the throw because this always performs well for me, like an 8 out of 10. I would repurchase it again. I love this fragrance. I really, really love it. I finished Harley Quinn, and while I love this fragrance, I feel like I may repurchase it. I'll probably repurchase it. But it wasn't like my favorite. I didn't feel like a need to rush out and go get it. It is really good. I mean, you get the fruity, you get the pink sugar, and the waffle cone, I can't smell it on cold, but it did come out when it was warming, and there was this really beautiful, subtle bakery to this. I enjoyed it, but like I didn't feel the need to hoard it. I didn't feel the need to rush out and go buy another one, but I did really enjoy it. And it did well. It threw well. I just kind of broke this up and like put this in every warmer and just made my whole house smell like this one night, and it was like gone in one night. And I loved it, but I didn't feel like I need to rush out and go get it again. But if I was buying from Super Tarts and she had that in stock, I would throw it into my cart. Cafe Mocha, this had a funky smell. I did not like this at all. I couldn't even finish it, just no. I mean, it smells like, oh, that's what it smelled like, root beer. It smelled like coffee on cold, but when it was melting, it smelled like straight up root beer, and I hate the scent of root beer. So that's a personal preference, but Magnolia Melts does really, really, really well. Her stuff is crazy strong. But if you see this and you're a coffee person, this does not smell like coffee warming. It smells like root beer. Vanilla Cookie Crunch. I have a stockpile of this. I would repurchase it. I get this at Walmart, and it does really well. It's your typical vanilla cookie bakery scent. And this month, I was just really, really craving bakery. Like every day, I just wanted like creamy vanilla bakery, and that hit the spot. I melted this along with the Tropical Love Spell from Southbound. Hayden Rowe is my other favorite carrier of Love Spell. Her Love Spell is flawless. It just, whatever dye she uses in her pink Love Spell, as you can see, it dyed the clamshell, and it also dyed my warmer. I had to use Dawn dish soap and a sponge to get the pink out of my warmer because it dyed my white dish this pink color, like hardcore dyed it. Life is a Cabaret VCS. This was like a fizzy fruity scent, and I melted this on New Year's Day. Sorry, the dogs are playing with their antlers. I didn't love this. I wouldn't repurchase it, but it was strong. I did this whole thing in a 20-watt blade warmer, my upstairs landing, and it scented up the whole area like a nice 7.5, 8 out of 10. I just didn't love it. Pink Mary Mint from Poor Girls. I love this scent, and this was old. I don't know if do any of them have a date? Oh no, I only finished one of these. I'm pretty sure this was from October of last year. So this is the Rosemary Mint Avita type and pink sugar, and it is perfect. It is so fresh. It's a beautiful scent. I love this on like a weekday or weekend morning. Oh, it's so good. Herbal. I had this in the bedroom. It was amazing. I finished banana bread pudding because I had like 3 cubes of this left, and I just wanted to finish it. And now I'm kind of sad I did because I can't find this anymore. I don't even know if they still carry it, but it is so good. This is the best banana bakery I've ever smelled because you don't get that Runs banana scent. It's more bakery than it is banana, and it's just really, really good. I love it, but you get the banana too. This is like 2 or 3 years old, and it still performed like a freaking 11 out of 10. This was so strong. I loved it. I would repurchase if I could find it. Magnolia Melts Black Amber Lavender. I really love this one. This smelled really good. Again, super strong. I had this in the bedroom. And I also did this in my front entry. It's kind of like a spicy, deep, herbal, musky lavender. Sugared lavender twist. I don't know why they have lavender in here. This smells nothing like lavender. This is straight up Aqualina pink sugar dupe. And I love it. It smells exactly like the perfume. Deadpool from Super Tart. So I used this just because it was old, because I was like, there's no way this is gonna last till the summer. And again, it's like dyed the clamshell. It's really mushy in here. But this performed excellent. I only had 2 cubes left. I think maybe I had 4, I don't remember. But I remember I did this in my kitchen, and it just smelled so good. It was so strong. Even this old, it was like a 9 out of 10. It was amazing. I have to reorder from Super Tarts, and I need more of this for the summer because this is like an awesome summer scent. So, so good. Lord of the Melts Middle Earth. You guys know I don't like this scent particularly, but I love having this on hand when I'm sick. And I got a really bad flu this month. It lasted like 4 or 5 days. And I was just like, I had the worst headache. It wasn't like a cold. I wasn't stuffed up. I could still smell, but I had like a pounding headache, and like my hairline hurt. I had like a headache in my hairline. I had the sinus headache like behind my eyes and my nose. I was achy everywhere. Like my back ached. I would put on a shirt and like my skin would hurt. Oh my God, it was fucking awful. I was sleeping for like 22 hours a day. It was like the worst. Everyone at work had it. It just like, it knocked out everyone one by one, and it was fucking awful. And we all had the same thing, just like 4 days of like aches, pain, and like extreme fatigue and tired. But I could not shake the headache. It felt like a migraine. I would have to put like an ice pack on my head, but then like the pressure of the ice pack would hurt. It was miserable. So I was like, you know what? Everyone always says Middle Earth helps with headaches. That's what people use it for. So I popped this baby into every warmer, and it was very soothing, and it was like the only thing I could put on that didn't make the headache worse. I wouldn't go as far as to say like, oh, it cured it. But it was like soothing and comforting, and I can definitely see why people use this for migraines. Like, I totally get it. And I was so thankful that I had this on hand when I was dealing with that misery. That it was so awful. I finished Mary Jane Watson. I have 2 backups of these, and I could use more and more and more. This is like the signature fragrance of my home. I love it. I love it. It's just pink sugar and love spell. It's perfect. It's amazing. This is like, I love it. Who was that? Oh, the locksmith. All right, I'll call him back. Anyway, Sweet Dreams from Tiffany Candles. This is lavender and sweet pea. I put this on in my bedroom, and I love this, but Dan hated it. Hated it. All right, cool. He's got our lock. We got to get a new lock. Anyway, this did amazing. I put this on in the bedroom a day that I was home, and I was like cleaning in the bedroom in there, or like organizing whatever I was doing, and I loved it. Like, it was strong. The sweet pea really came out. It was so good, and I was just gonna leave it on to fall asleep to, and then Dan came home and was like, it smells disgusting in here. You need to change that now. He hated this one. So we changed it to something else to fall asleep to, but I loved it. I probably won't repurchase because I would want it in the bedroom and he wouldn't. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. Sweet Holiday Slumber from Rainbow Melts. So I had said I don't like her lavender. It smells like baby wipes to me, but melting, it was not that bad. It definitely mellowed out. I would not repurchase lavender from her because it's the same lavender oil that Southbound Soap uses, and I just don't like it. It smells like baby wipes to me. But like I said, it wasn't as bad melting. I just put this in a 20-watt Glade warmer up in my front entry, and I didn't hate it, so I'll say that. I finished Vintage Cotton from Poor Girls because of the age, but this was so good. This is her creamy cotton scent, which, no, I don't have a description of, but it's like vanilla, musk, creamy. It's not like your typical like clothing cotton. It doesn't smell like fresh cotton. It's like creamy, musky, vanilla perfection. And this was mixed with vanilla lace. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so good. I just love vanilla lace blends so much. And this is the best vanilla lace blend I've smelled. Oh, could not get enough of it. Unicorn Treats, I didn't love this one. This was way too cereal for me. I didn't think Rice Krispie Treats would smell super cereal, but with the lime in there, it just like brought it to a Fruit Loops level. So I wouldn't repurchase this just because I don't like the cereal scent, but I do like hot pink lime, and I had gotten this just to try hot pink lime. And finally, last one, Lavender Vanilla, and this is just the Downy Lavender Vanilla dupe. And I put this in my laundry room, and it was perfect in there and smelled great. So that's that for this. I gotta answer the phone, and I'll see you in my next Empties Part 2.